see you.
Oh.
Slinky for the win.
Yeah,
Slinky goat.
Okay, I have to disable this. How do I do this? That's a good question. Yeah. Comment to speech. Disable. Hello to the Slinky fan club. I'm talking about Bo Cool and Yappy. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Oh, I should be in a party, I think. Because everyone is listening to this. Hello, Yappy. Thank you. I'm Salim, by the way. So you want the microphone to be a bit louder? Test. You want the microphone to be a bit louder? Is that better? Wow. Okay, thank you, Bo Cool. And we have Jens supporting Slinky, saying Slinky board, come on. Miami. We have seen it through Miami Vice. We walked in its streets in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. We have driven fast cars around it in Need for Speed Heat. And now we get the chance to live in it and to enjoy fast cars driving around it. Welcome to Miami Beach, Florida, everyone. This is round 2 in the PSGL Formula 8 on a Monday evening. With 5.412 kilometers, we are gonna go. This is going to be the formation lap. We have had some technical issues with the stream. This is one, and there was another technical issue in the lobby. This is why the quali has been cancelled, and there will be only a race to go. We note that the record holder for the fastest lap of this track is Max Verstappen. He is holding a track record of a 131.361. Is anyone going to be able to beat that track record today? Well, we have 29 laps to see. It's going to be Slinky starting from pole position, and the predicted pit stop strategies: a one stop starting on the hards, lap 16, and another one that I was not able to catch it in time. So we have 18 drivers for tonight. The strategies are going to be exciting. If you take a look, the majority of the drivers will be starting on the hards. We have Slow Salt starting on the mediums, and we have V19 YTB, who had a quali ban, starting on the soft tires from the last position, which is 18th for tonight's race. So this Miami Grand Prix has been introduced this year in the Formula One calendar. It looks a lot similar. The track looks a lot similar to Trail Mountain from Gran Turismo. And now the drivers are gonna line up for the start of the race in Miami. Lights go green, cars go vroom, 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 vroom. It's an excellent start from Slinky. Excellent start from Dan, who's gonna go side by side with Slinky. Going into turn one, Slinky around the outside, defending himself. It still can't go anywhere. Wonderful move from Slinky, who keeps the first place. Dan in second, Pitcher Bull in third, and we have a yellow flag. Looks to me as if this is the car of, who is that? It's a slow Alpine, the Alpine of Luno Jehe. Lost so many positions. So we go back with Slinky, who was leading the race. He was able to make a gap of a 6/10 between him and the driver behind, Dan. In third place, it's Peter Vol, followed by Luca. Wooly in fifth place. Juan Hernandez in sixth. Chris Hallett in seventh, followed by Rara Lorat in eighth place. Tim in ninth, followed by Provatox of Red Bull in 10th position. V19, what an excellent start. He's now up in P11 with the softs. He's chasing the Red Bull of Provatox, eyeing the points. We will be on board with him. The Palm City of Miami is a notable city. It's a famous city. It became famous mostly from video games. Look at the grip. Look at the power of Slipstream. V19 successfully overtakes Provatox and takes the 10th place. What a wonderful move. He jumps up one place, and let's take a look at how many positions he has gained overall. So 9 places gained. Well done, kid. Well done, and it's a purple section 1 for him. As Juan Hernandez moves up to P4, he overtakes Wooly with style. The Ferrari driver is now in 4th place. I have to remind you that he is a Spanish Ferrari driver, a lot similar to Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, who are or were Spanish Ferrari drivers. Chris Hallett only 3/10 behind Wooly. Again, Miami is a street circuit. Street circuits are pretty known, well known for the high intensity for the big amount of big lockup. The big lockup from Wooly. Wooly rejoins the track in an unsafe manner, makes contact with Rara Lorad, sending him to the Shadow Realm, and now Rara Lorad chasing his teammate in the Red Bull. No team. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! My goodness, they made contact! They made contact, and Provatox spins like a fidget spinner, moving up to last! Wow. So, as I was saying, and take a look at V19. V19, in French pronounced V19, moves up to P7. He's doing a fantastic job tonight. So, I was saying about street circuits. The good thing about street circuits is that usually they are packed with a lot of action, a lot of drama. Could be exciting for the fans, but not so exciting for the drivers. And Monty goes to the pits, receiving a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. He's not going to enjoy this one. Going to be on board now with Juan Hernandez, only 3/10 behind Chris Hallett. This Spanish Formula 1 driver has a bright future ahead of him. Taking a look at V19 or V19, stealing the 6th place from Tim. He is flying. He is currently the fastest man on the track. Well done from V19. His next target is going to be Juan Hernandez, who is 7/10 behind Chris Hallett. And sitting comfortably in first place is Slinky with a 1.2 second lead to Dan, who is the closest driver behind him. In third place, it's Peter Vol, the Czech driver. Trying to take the inside line right here. It's not going to give him any advantage. Dan is still in second place. We have a yellow flag, sector 3. Looks to me that Wooly. What is going on with Wooly? Wooly is now down to P17. Very unfortunate, this Wooly. Well, Provatox is also unlucky. He is now trapped in P15 after making contact with his teammate, Rara Lorat, who is now in 8th place. Another yellow flag now in between sector 1 and 2. SJM seems that SJM is out of the race. And he parks his car in the middle of the track. Excuse me, sir, you can't park right here. Are we gonna have a safety car? Full course yellow so far. Full course yellow. Is it going to push a safety car? Oh, because this is going to change the game for sure. This is going to change the rules of the game for sure. 5 laps so far have passed. The full course yellow flags are still up here. And V19 goes to the pits. He's on the softs. He's going to go for the mediums, changing his front wing as well. Well, he's going to lose some positions. And Provatox goes for softs. Yep, a safety car has been deployed. And this is going to change the rule of the games. This is going to change everything. Usually the safety car comes in handy whenever you want to pit, because it's going to grant you a free pit stop. That's how things usually go. It's still Slinky leading the race, following the safety car. Right behind him, Dan, 8/10 behind. Peter Vol in third place, followed by Chris Hallett, the 2 Haas drivers. In 5th place, it's Juan Hernandez, followed by Tim of the McLaren. 7th place, Rara Lorat. He had an incident with his teammate Provatox a couple of minutes ago. In 8th place, Xenon with a Ferrari. Stelios, the Greek driver, in 9th place. Luca in 10th place. Slow Salt in 11th, followed by God Palmer in 12th. Luno Jehe in 13th. V19 14th, followed by Provatox, who had a collision with his teammate Rara Lorat. Wooly in 16th place. Monty 17th, last but not least SJM, who is out of the race. Well, since we are behind a safety car, I would like to ask our viewers a question. What do you think is a better looking safety car? Is it the Mercedes AMG or the Aston Martin? Let us know in the chats, which one do you think is a better looking safety car? I'm curious to know your opinion on this issue. Also, ladies and gents, I would like to tell you to check out Grid Rival. It's a very cool game, and you can enter our league in this game by entering the code PSGL. So download it and check it out. So, not a lot of strategy changes. And I'm taking a look at the chats. Ladies and gents, let us know in the chats where are you watching from, and I will read that for you. So, we have WNL Red Bull supporting Slinky. Sabs is supporting Chris Hallett. Hello, Sander Bauma. This isn't being streamed on the PSGL account because there was some technical issues. It will be uploaded after the race. Dan, who has the audio glitch? I can hear the cars perfectly fine. And we have White, TRD White saying gas gas. Jordi is asking what position is Dan Vardy? The flags go green. We resume racing. Excellent restart from Slinky. Peter Vol goes up to second place. There's a yellow flag. Who? This is the Ferrari of who? Juan Hernandez and his teammate. His teammate is ghosting. What is going on between these two drivers? Juan Hernandez will be looking to make a move on his teammate. Too close yet too far. He hesitates. Nice defense from Zenon. Ah, Wooly. Okay. Everybody's asking about Dan Wardy. Dan Wardy, I think 16th place, if I'm not mistaken. That's the only Dan in the race. Luca only 1/10 behind Juan Hernandez, who is struggling. Luca sends it to the inside. Nice defense from Juan Hernandez as he takes the inside line. Luca goes wide. It still can't go anywhere. But it's Juan Hernandez who kept the 6th place. Wonderful, wonderful maneuver. Well, I have to say that the track is relatively new compared to the other tracks. It's going to be a bit difficult for the drivers to adapt themselves to the corners, to the apex, to the turning points, the braking points. It's a brand new track. As Luca trying to defend himself from Rara Lorat. Rara Lorat sends it to the inside. They're going to go side by side. And through goes. We're going to go through. Oh! no, there has been contact between these two drivers. Le Rat was into the wall, but luckily he was able to save his car, and now he moves down to P10. Very unlucky. This driver has a lot of potential. Now, unfortunately, he lost his front wing. He's going to be forced to go to the pits and change it. Taking a look at Juan Hernandez, 6th place. Chasing Tim, who is 5th. And Rara Le Rat, of course, is trailing behind. He's going to be losing a lot of positions as a result of his front wing. Well, when your front wing is gone, your car is going to understeer, meaning you're not going to be able to take the corners full speed, meaning you're going to be forced to slow down to be able to take a corner. And now he loses to Gott Palmer of the Alpine, and now he's losing to Dan of the Aston Martin, who's going to be able to overtake him anytime now. Dan is struggling as well. Oh, there's a fight. There's a fight between the Ferrari of Juan Hernandez and Tim. DRS has been enabled. Who is that? Provatox. Provatox is jumping to P16. Provatox spinning. Seems he had an incident, but I was not able to catch that one. And Rara Le Rat goes to the pits to change his front wing, and I'm sure he's going to be forced to change his strategy as well. So it's now Slinky leading the race, only 7/10 behind Peter Vol from Czech Republic. He had an amazing race last week as he won in Austria. In 3rd place, Chris Hallett, followed by Xenon, 4.8 seconds behind, chased by Tim, half a second behind, and Juan Hernandez, 3/10 behind. B19 is having the race of his years. He's now up in P7. He started last as he had a quali ban. He's now 7th. He's doing awesome. And these cars are chasing Xenon. Xenon is slowing the pack behind him. There's a train of cars. Choo-choo behind Xenon. That's a very good looking camera angle. Now he's going to be enabling DRS B19 versus Juan Hernandez versus Tim versus Xenon. The battle for P4. It seems that Juan Hernandez had a better exit than Tim. And now they go. Oh, whoa! Misses his braking point. Juan Hernandez makes contact with Tim. I think he lost a tiny little piece of his front wing. Unfortunately, he did. Very unlucky Juan Hernandez. Now he's going to get some understeer, and now he's being chased by B19. B19. Juan Hernandez going wide there. Still defending the 6th place from B19. The French driver. B19 with DRS enabled. He's approaching Juan Hernandez. He will be looking to go around the outside. They're going to go side by side. Nice defense from Juan Hernandez. He pushes B19 off track. Juan Hernandez is defending with everything that he's got. Oversteer from B19. He loses out. Oh, that was a bad exit from B19. Lost a few tenths to Juan Hernandez. And now Wooly is catching up to him, only 2 tenths behind. Juan Hernandez with a broken front wing sends it to the inside. He's still side by side with the McLaren. Off Tim. Tim tries to turn into him. That was a nice dodge from Juan Hernandez, who takes the 5th place with a Bronco front wing. And it's V19 as well, who will be looking to take the 6th place. Oh no, it's Tim with the McLaren. Nice defense. Nice defense. Oh, Juan Hernandez just got a 5-second penalty for cutting a corner and gaining an advantage. Very unlucky. And V19 was able to successfully take the 6th place. So, well, we are having a lot of battles in the midfield that we forgot what is happening in the top with the top 3 drivers. It's Slinky leading the race. Where is the Slinky fan club? Followed by Peter Vol in 2nd place. 1/10 behind Peter Vol. Very close to Slinky. Oh, Slinky brake test Peter Vol, and it's Chris Hollett who takes advantage of that. Chris Hollett is now ghosting. Well, was there any team orders? I have no idea about that. Now DRS is going to be enabled. Well, it seems that Chris Hollett hit the brakes a little bit to give the 2nd position to his teammate Peter Vol. Were there any team orders involved? I really have no idea. We need to see what is going on in the Haas garage. Taking a look at P13, Rovatov's only 2/10 behind Monty. Going wide here. Luca receiving a 3-second time penalty. So we are now on the 12th lap of the race. A small briefing of what has been happening for the past 12 laps. It's Slinky leading the race, 6/10 behind Peter Vol, followed by Chris Hallett. So it's a 2-3 for Haas today. Very good result so far for them. With DRS, Chris Hallett attacks his teammate, looking to go from the inside line. They're gonna go side by side, heading into the main straight. DRS enabled once again. Chris Hallett sends it to the inside. Oh, they made contact. He pushes his teammate off track. But Peter Vol keeps the 2nd place. Oh, Peter Vol spins! No! No! Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Peter Vol was in 2nd place, fighting for the lead of the race. Gets an oversteer. Oversteer happens when you hit the gas pedal or the throttle a little bit too much. But fortunately enough, he was able to save his car, and now he's down to 6th place. And Luca, he's out of the race. Luca has DNF'd. I don't know if this is going to cause a safety car. And taking a look at V19. V19 is only 3/10 behind Juan Hernandez. Juan is in 4th. Well, despite a broken front wing, Juan is able to carry on. But V19 has the tire advantage. The mediums are faster than the hard. V19 is going to enable DRS. V19 is going to go side by side with Juan Hernandez and successfully overtakes him. Textbook move from V19. It's V19 in French. Juan Hernandez not willing to give up that easily. Well, Juan Hernandez is a driver with records that speak about him. He has been dominating small leagues. He has been winning championships. He misses the apex. He misses his braking point, and he loses one position to Peter Vol. Well, this is the commentator's curse. I was talking about Juan Hernandez. He has been winning championships. Personally, I witnessed him in a league called WR8 as he won the championship there. And he has been racing as a reserve driver in another league called VRS, Valuta Racing Series. He is really one of the elites. However, he is unlucky today. Maybe I should stop talking about him, that he will perform well. Slinky still leading the race. 1.5 seconds behind Chris Hallett. I'm gonna take a look at the chats to see what is going on. So we have ZQ. Oh, a DNF for Raralurat. I missed that. And full course yellow, full course yellow. Full course yellow. This is gonna come in handy for strategy changes. ZQ is saying, I'm very unhappy. Don't know why you restarted after the qualification. I was in game, now I can't join. I think they had a glitch in the lobby. And that's why they restarted. Well, sorry to hear that, ZQ. Today I am commentating on my own without my partner, Speed Quinn. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it. But hopefully we will see him next week. 15 laps have passed so far. Slinky still leading the race. The Dutch driver with the big fan base. I think a safety car has been deployed. If you take a look at the minimap, Luno Jehey got a drive-through penalty for speeding behind the safety car. And Slinky comes in the pits, completing 15 laps on the hard. Same thing for Chris Hallett. Same thing for Xenon. V19 moves up to the first place. But for how long is he going to be able to carry on with the mediums? Going to be a matter of time to know. Where is Slinky going to come out? Slinky rejoins in second place. That's a pro gamer move from Slinky and the boys. Chris Hallett, Peter Vol. So the safety car, we can say that the safety car has saved Peter Vol's race. Woolley in fifth place, and what happened to Juan Hernandez? Down in 14th place. Maybe I should stop talking. Maybe I should stop talking good about drivers. Of course, we don't want to curse anyone. We don't wish. We only wish good luck and good results for all of the drivers. We have a Polish driver. A Polish fan. I think he's Polish from his name. Evan Sienczyk. Evan Sienczyk. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? And he is supporting Slinky. He's saying, come on Slinky, and I am black flag, black flag, black flag. Jens and NLD Tom are supporting Slinky as well. So, as I was discussing with my co-commentator, Speed Quinn, last week, it's very important to have people supporting you. You know, mental health is a thing, and it should not be taken any lightly. It should not be ignored. And whenever you have people who support you, you're gonna feel better about yourself, and you're gonna be able to perform good and get good results. This is why always surround yourself by good people, by people who like you, by people who believe in you, and who believe that you will be able to succeed. someday. And these people are called good friends. "17 laps have passed so far. V19 still leading the race. Temporarily, because he hasn't went to the pits. And now he's driving on used mediums. He's being followed by Slinky, Chris Hallett, Peter Hall, and Wooly. Wooly who has fresh softs. Jens. Thanks, man. Thank you. Your comment really means a lot to me. Thank you, man. I'm really touched. It's yeah. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, NLV Tom. That's my dream, man. This is my dream. Doesn't really have to be F1, but my dream is to do this thing for a living. Well, I probably should not talk about myself. I should talk about the race, but there's a lesson behind everything, and I'm gonna talk before the safety car joins the pits. I have been given a lot of compliments when I was in 5th grade that I'm a good commentator, and I used to commentate and imitate commentators in football, and I never thought about it. And I was a league racer, just like everyone here, until the commentator was not able to drive one day, and I was asked to fill in his roles, and I did so, and everyone liked my sense of humor and my commentary, and that's how I started. And it's an excellent restart from Slinky. V19 trying to defend. V19 goes on the perfect racing line. Slinky is still behind him, only 6/10. Slinky is being followed by Peter Vol. Peter Vol, what a jump he has had! So the safety car definitely saved his race. I don't know if these two Haas drivers are having any team orders or not. Chris Hallett 4th, and Wooly is going to be fast because he has the fresher tire compound than Chris Hallett. And we can take a look at Tim, who was able to gain one place on Luno Jehe. Peter Vol, only 1/10 behind Slinky, so V19 is slowing down Slinky, and he's pushing Slinky back to Peter Vol, who is telling him, "Thank you very much, keep on doing that." Of course, no DRS yet. No DRS yet. 2/10 separating Slinky from V19. It's gonna be up to the power of ERS, but it's not gonna be. No! Whoa! This could have been a crash. Peter Vol misses his braking point, and it's his teammate Chris Hallett looking to take advantage of that. V19 trying to defend the inside line. V19 rejoins. Wow. And it's Juan Hernandez with the fastest lap on the medium. That was a bad exit from Slinky. Peter Vol looking to go around the outside. It's a very tight circuit, very tight streets of Miami. And Wooly is chasing Chris Hallett, so a train of cars is being formed behind V19. Of course, the drivers are free to use the ERS, but it's not going to be enough. Whoa! Peter Vol goes for the switchback. He sends it to the inside. Peter Vol takes the 2nd place. This move was out of this world. What a move from the Czech driver. He moves up to 2nd place. The Slinky fan club is not going to be happy about that. Chris Hallett only 1/10 behind Slinky. What is going on with Slinky? Chris Hallett sends it to the inside. They're gonna go side by side. Chris Hallett forces Slinky. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. They make contact. Chris Hallett moves down to P8. There goes the Aston Martin of Slow Salt. Well, Chris Hallett, the loser of the day so far. He has been fighting for the lead of the race. Now he is fighting for survival. Juan Hernandez now in 10th place. And the two Aston Martin are only separated by a few tenths. And it's Peter Voll who takes the lead of the race from V19. Of course, of course, of course. Fresh tires versus old tires. The fresh are gonna win. And what happened to Slinky? Slinky is now down to P6. I can't believe that I missed that. Wow, guys, don't use the T word. Okay, they're saying that Slinky got trashed. And now Wooly. The DRS has been enabled. Now Wooly. Well, this thing is called a dive bomb, and Zenon benefits from Wooly's mistake and takes the third place. So dive bomb is when you miss your braking point. It doesn't really have to be on purpose. When you miss your braking point and you go like a torpedo and crash into the driver ahead of you, this is called a dive bomb. And you should avoid that, and it's better to crash into the wall than to crash. Well, if you think about it, mathematically speaking, it's better to ruin your race instead of ruining your race and another driver's race. So, because 1 is less than 2, basic math. Whoa, what is going on with Wooly? He almost crashed with Zenon. Taking a look at Chris Hallett, who moves up 1 place, stealing the 7th place from Tim. Wooly in 4th place. 410 behind Zenon. Zenon sending it to the inside of V19, but it's not going to be enough. V19 still defending. V19 is now struggling for grip. V19 deciding to take the inside line. He's going to go side by side with Zenon, who's going to come on top. After that corner, it's Zenon who takes the 2nd place, moving up in the order. And now Wooly is next. I'm currently on board with Juan Hernandez. Juan Hernandez with DRS enabled. Juan Hernandez successfully takes the 9th place, moving up. And that's V19. What happened here? What happened here? Wooly. Wooly lost so many positions. Seems that he had an incident. Slinky now in 5th place. And V19 in 3rd place. For a millisecond, V19 was in 2nd. And then moved down to P3. I'm gonna go down in P11. Slow Salt of the Aston Martin overtaking Wooly. Wooly has lost so many positions, and I'm gonna try to take a look at Wooly's front wing. Oh, he has a front wing damage. This is gonna give him a lot of understeer. Wooly goes to the pits. This ruins his strategy, unfortunately. But as you know, some you win, some you lose. You can't expect to win every single race unless you're driving Red Bull. And the year is 2022. I'm currently on board with Slinky. Slinky in the train of cars who are chasing Xenon, who is second place. Well, in a small chit-chat that I shared with Peter Vol before the race, he said that he did not come prepared for this race and that he did not have enough practice. So I told him that this reminds me a lot of the people who say that they haven't studied for the exam, yet they get the best grades. Because this is what Peter Vol is doing today. He is getting the best result from the race. We have a yellow flag. Yellow flag is sector 3. What is this? Who is this? Can't really tell who that was. But I can tell you for a fact that 6 laps are separating us from the end of this race. Peter Vol leading. 3.2 seconds behind Xenon, followed by Got Palmer. 4 tenths behind Slinky, who is fighting for podium. He was fighting for victory earlier. Chris Hallett in 5th place, followed by Juan Hernandez. Massive jump from Juan Hernandez. In 7th place, Provatox. Dan in 8th, followed by V19. V19 moves down. Oh, what happened? Oh, Tim is out of the race. Tim has retired from the race. I have a special message I want to tell you about something. Even if you think that you're not going to be able to perform well in this race, why would you quit? Everything that you do in this life is an experience, whether it's a good one or a bad one, whether it's a victory or a defeat. Everything is an experience, and all of these experiences are going to come in handy someday in your life. Well, you might not be using the square root of 4 or the integral of fx when x tends to minus infinity of x power 2 over x minus n. You might not use this in life, but it might be helpful some way, in a way or another. This is why I never give up. You never know how things can go for you. You might end up 10th and get 1 point, which is valuable in the championship. Currently on board with Chris Hallett, who is only 1/10 now, down 1/10 behind the Williams of Slinky. Slinky and Chris Hallett. Slinky defending the racing line. DRS enabled. Not enough for Chris Hallett to make his move. Slinky still in 4th place. In 10th place, Slow Salt. Half a second behind V19. Peter Vol still leading the race. He's doing a wonderful job, you cannot deny that. He is a wonderful driver. And he might be the favorable driver for winning this championship, as Slinky is getting very close to the Alpine driver. The Alpine driver closing the door on him. Slinky still trying. Slinky not willing to give up that easily. The battle for P3 continues. Slinky goes side by side with God Palmer. Slinky successfully takes that third place. Well done, well done, well done, Slinky. Bravo. God Palmer is now down to fourth place, followed by Chris Hallett, 2/10 behind, followed by Juan Hernandez, 3/10 behind. On board now with Juan. Oh. Juan Hernandez tried to fake an attacking move. Chris Hallett didn't fall for it. Juan Hernandez now around the outside. We'll be looking to go around the outside. They're still side by side. Turn one. Chris Hallett with a better exit keeps the fifth place. Three laps to go. Here is what has been happening for the past 27 laps. Peter Voll still leading the race. 3.3 seconds behind Xenon, followed by Slinky. Slinky was leading the race. He was a bit unfortunate. He had a collision, but he was able to recover, and now he is back into third place. And hopefully he's going to be getting a podium if he stays at the place he is at right now. In fourth place, God Palmer, being chased by Chris Hallett. In sixth place, Juan Hernandez. Juan Hernandez is dropping a bit. Followed by Provatox. In eighth place, Dan, followed by V19. In 10th place, Slow Salt of the Aston Martin. Monty 11th, followed by Stelios. Luno J. followed by Wooly. And four of the drivers are not able to continue the race, are out of the race. Chris Hallett steals the fourth place. That was a good move from the Haas driver. It seems that God Palmer is a bit struggling for grip. His tires started to die. Well, I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame the tires on a hot day in the hot Miami Beach, Florida. God Palmer not willing to give up that easily. The door closed from Chris Hallett. Chris Hallett goes for defending the inside once again. Very, very, very smart maneuver from Chris Hallett. Well, while driving, it's not only about the braking points, it's not about just hitting the gas and using the steering wheel, it's about defending yourself. It's about knowing when, where, and how to defend your position. This is racing, everyone. And now, God Palmer with DRS enabled. It's not enough to move him up to P4. We have a yellow flag. Looks to me like an Alfa Romeo of Wooly. Wooly. And Provatox overtakes Juan Hernandez as we are now starting the last lap of the race. We have been there for the past 29 laps. And what a race it has been. Juan Hernandez only 1/10 behind Provatox. Juan Hernandez will be looking to take the 6th place. Never give up, never give up, never give up. Very good move from Juan Hernandez. It's oh. We have another yellow flag, sector 1, Wooly. Wooly is very unfortunate today. And take a look at Slinky. Slinky is only 8/10 behind Xenon. Slinky. And ladies and gents, Peter Vol wins in Miami. In second place, Xenon, followed by Slinky. Fourth place goes to Chris Hallett. In fifth place, Brovatox. Got Palmer finishes in sixth place. Dan in seventh. Juan Hernandez in eighth. Ninth place, V19, followed by Monty in 10th place. Outside of the points, we have Stelios, Slow Salt, Luno J-Hay, who's getting close to the finish line anytime soon, and Wooly, last but not least. The other four drivers were very unfortunate and were not able to finish the race. That's it for today's session, ladies and gents. I have Yappy in the chat saying Slinky a bit moved with P3 very disappointed. Well, V19 has been voted as the driver of the day. Well, we cannot deny that fact. V19 started from last and he was able to finish in the points, so kudos to him and cookies to him as well. As for Yappy, you cannot really say that. If someone hits you, you're not the one to blame. And this is Peter Vol telling us that he bought the podium pass with his celebration move. And now champagne showers. That's a Lando Norris style champagne opening. Well, here's a fun fact to you. Champagne is a sparkling wine that was made in the Champagne region of France. Ladies and gents, that's it for today's session. It's Peter Vol. 2 victories from 2 races. This is 1 for the records. In second place, Xenon. Third place goes to Slinky. Chris Hallett in 4th. Rovatox in 5th. Got Palmer got 6th place in his home country. In 7th place, Dan. 8th place goes to Juan Hernandez. 9th place and the driver of the day, V19, starting from P18 and finishing in the points in P9. 10th place goes to Monty. Outside of the points, Stelios, Slow Salt, Luno J-Hay from Sweden. 14th goes to Wooly. These drivers were not able to finish the race. Tim, Raralurat, Luca, and SJM. Thank you, ladies and gents, for watching this video. This video is going to be uploaded on the PSGL official YouTube channel after this race. So I'm going to set this one to private. I hope to see you next week. Hopefully, same time, same place. Don't go anywhere. This is Salim Haddad telling you goodbye.